So that's a great start to this. No, literally it wasn't responding when I pressed start recording and it said not responding. Anyways, what's up, guys? Zach and NightEagle here, or just Zach. I don't know where NightEagle is.
I'm
You know,
sorry. I'm
no, no,
sorry.
he's slipping, bro. He's slipping. He's slipping. You know, it's cool. It's cool. I'll remember this. You know, when when uh when it's time for payday, you know, he'll get his small cut.
Hey, come on, man.
You know, he'll get his cut, 5% cut. You know,
A weekly pay of $2.
My guy.
of 10 cents.
A small loan of 10
My
cents.
guy, come on. Come on.
But actually, let me turn this off for the time being. So yes, guys, welcome back to CNG Podcast. This episode or video, I should say, of CNG Podcast is pretty special because we have a guest with us who goes by the name of Techno. You may know
Hello.
him. You may have heard of him. He has conquered many with an intergalactic bat. He has done the Next Stop News. If you have not seen that before,
Please check it out.
please check it out. Links in the description, as always. So yeah, we got myself, we have Alex, we have Techno here, we have Fred here, but I think he's doing something at the moment. We have Chris.
I'm also not afraid to film on path.
That's the greatest start, and now we're probably gonna have like cops at our door. Like the Port Authority police are gonna be at our doorstep. They're like, "Sir, you've done this illegally." But yeah, we got a lot of topics to talk about. So we'll just jump right into it. So let me go into OBS and do this. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is the Nice Bus portion. Let me get out my Google Docs for this one. So to start things off, as you can see on the screen, I hope it's still showing, is the Gillick BRTs at NASA Intercounty Express. That's what we'll be talking about mostly every time we talk about a nice bus, or sometimes. We currently got word, I believe, few months ago, about the arrival of 2000 Gillick BRT Plus CNG number 2000, and 2002. We think, being delivered to Midfield Depot. There are pictures, or there is a picture of two Gillick BRT pluses seen at the Midfield Depot. Link to that picture will probably be in the description as well if you want to see that. But in the picture, you can clearly make out two BRT buses. We know that the one closest to the camera is 2000, and the one in the background we thought was 2001, but we'll get to more on that later. But we think it.
That picture was taken on May 29th.
Right. We thought that the one in the background was 2001, but it could just be 2002. More on that later. But yeah, those were delivered a while back, a month or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have my other document open. But yeah, 2000 and possibly 02 on the property. No word on if they've been training or not. No word of we have gotten word that 2000 has plates, I believe. So we should see them finally on the streets sometime between now and July, which is good. Um, Now on to the next thing, which is 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not sure. I'm not so sure about this, but take this with a grain of salt. There was um a report saying that 2001 was spotted in Tennessee en route to New York. Um, and it should be here shortly. Um, that report was it was on the forums I think earlier today. And the person said that it was spotted in Tennessee yesterday. So I did some calculations on Google Maps to see exactly what the distance was. I believe it's 14 or 15 hours between Tennessee and New York City. So if it was seen yesterday in Tennessee, then we should already have it now. Um, so if you do the math, oh wait, actually, we'll get to another thing as well. But if that's the case, then we should already have 2001 on the property, which is good. You know, we're finally getting some more Gilliks. Slowly, they're coming in, but um, we're getting more. That's the important thing. Um, we we don't know if the other Gillick is 2002, although we thought it was 2001 until we got the report that 2000 that the report that 2001 is coming to us. So we can assume that the other Gillick that we saw is either 2002 or 2004 or something. I don't know, but we'll just have to wait and see. On to the next thing, which let me just do this. Nope, that's that. There we go. Moving on to the next topic of Nice Bus News is that the Gillick BRC Plus number 2003 has also been spotted on the property of Mitchfield Depot. I believe it was it was spotted on June 25th, which the day of this recording is the 29th, but nobody's gonna know that. It was spotted on the 25th of June in Brooklyn, and I believe that same day it was also spotted at the Mitchfield Depot. Don't know why it was in Brooklyn. That's pretty weird. Although I'd assume that it came into New York from Staten Island or New Jersey, through New Jersey, through Staten Island, through Brooklyn, which is a weird path because I thought it would always take the Throgs Neck Bridge, because I think 2000 took the Throgs Neck Bridge getting here.
That bridge.
Yeah, so it's weird that they would drive that through New Jersey into Staten Island. But whatever, it's cool. 2003 is here, which is great. In the picture, you can kind of see minor things that are new. If I can zoom into it, you see that now it has the CNG stickers, both the blue one and the red one, I think. The plate, the license plate is still on the side and not in the middle. Thank God, I like that better. We still see the transdev thing here. I think there's another sticker here that was added. Oh, of course you're not seeing it, the people who are in the call, because I'm not streaming it. So let me actually do this real quickly. If Discord can do the thing, hit the button. Now you can see. Discord froze on me. My computer froze on me. Cool. Okay, there we go. You can see the transdev sticker here on the side, the transparent strobe light here. I still don't know what this does. I think it could be for emergency usage or CNG leaks or something. Who knows? But overall, it looks as it's exactly the same as 2000 when we first got our first glimpse of that. Except for, like I said, the stickers on the front. Only thing I'm slightly annoyed about is the fact that the 2003 sticker is placed a bit lower right here. Because if you saw the picture of 2000, you see that it's placed right beside the CCTV camera. But I guess they had to do that because they had to do that because of the space, probably. But that doesn't really bother me that much. But if we assume the fact that we have 2002 on the property, that means that we have 4 Gilliks at midfield currently. Wait, no, I'm sorry. 2000, 2002, 2003, and 2001 on the way. So we'll have 4. And with 2000 and I believe 2003 getting license plates, that means that we should be seeing these on the road real soon. Probably in service or training. I hope it's in service because I don't want to. Because if I hear that they're just now doing training, I'm gonna actually like break a table with my leg.
It will be very similar to like how Manhattanville let their hybrids just sit for a couple weeks.
Right. And I really hope that's not the case with these Gilliks. I hope that they've been doing some kind of driver training and not just been waiting for more to come in.
Yeah. I mean, the front looks really cool, in my opinion.
Yeah, me too. I really like that as well. Okay.
And I do know you're still hoping for those twin vision signs.
Yes, I am. I really am. Because I really want us to have twin vision, either like red, like the red and orange sign, or like the all white sign, because if Nice Plus had the white fonts on either the front sides, no, I'm sorry, on the front, then it could actually work out because Nice Buses are white too, so the white sign will kind of work with the white on the bus. But
That's true.
I really hope that we get twin vision because the Titan Illuminator thing that we got on the next gens and the Excelsiors, those are nice, but something new is always nice too. But I'm not.
Talking about,
Hmm?
what you're currently talking about, a Gillig right now?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The the white sign would look nice. But if it's not, then it's whatever.
We might have gotten a little clue though with the back saying N24.
Right.
How it was orange.
Yeah, when it was spotted in Brooklyn, it for some reason was signed up as the N24, which is weird. I don't know why they would do that, but that's very weird. But the back sign was orange. I wanna assume that the front and the side are twin vision and the back is a Titan, or the front is a twin vision and the sides and backs are Titans. But if they're all Titans, then we saw that coming, I guess. But anyways, 2003 is on the property. They should put those Gilliks into service real soon, sometime between now and July. And when that happens, let's get that shmoney.
Day
Yes,
one.
sir.
Yeah, I want to go day one. That's my goal, is to go day one. I don't know.
What are you saying, sir?
No, I'm sorry. I was gonna say that my goal is to go day one, even though I don't normally go day one to events like this.
I'm happy because it's 2003, which is my birth year.
Yes, sir. I think 2003 is also the year of what came in 2003? I think the
Old gens, Neoplans, D60s,
yeah,
Orion 7 CNGs.
right, yeah. And I think the Orion 5 Green, I think those came in between '03 and '04.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully we'll see these more on the streets. Hopefully the next time we get a chance to pass by the depot, hopefully we see them outside somewhere. We went once, we didn't see it, and I'm still mad about that, but that's beside the point. We're going to move on from that.
Wait, I want to point out one more thing.
Yeah.
It almost looks like from this picture that the front orange is different from the side orange.
Oh, really? Or is it the shade?
It might be the angle, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I also noticed that the small engraving, is that the right word? Like you see like it's like an indent on the side that kind of like goes like that. It's really cool.
Ooh, that's cool.
There's another picture of 2003 as well of the back, which I didn't exactly include, but I could also link that below. It's in a Facebook. It's in a Facebook group, so it may or may not work for you. But yeah, that's the Gilix BRTs. Hopefully, we get to see them on the streets. I'm really excited for that, and hopefully, all goes well. So, our next topic. Come on. Okay, there we go. For a moment, oh, you're kidding me. Okay, so I saved the wrong images, Techno, that you sent me, and they kind of came out very blurry. Because I saved them wrong, but it's fine now. It's fine now. I'm gonna keep going. That was my fault.
All right.
Next news. We will be talking about. We're now going on to MTA, MTA, New York City bus and MTA bus, kind of. Next up, we'll be talking about the new 2021 XD40s, not XD40s. Number 7851, which just what the fuck's going on with me? It just recently came to the JFK vendor in Queens. And here's kind of like our first glance of the bus. Not much has changed except the obvious, which is like the huge talking point of this bus, and that is the long roof. Which, if you don't know, every Excelsior that we have gotten from, I believe, 2011 to 2019. That includes the XD40s, XD60s, not including the XNs. They've always had the short roof for the XDs. Any XEs. But for the 2021 specs, we'll be getting long roof hoods for this, which will make them look very similar to that of the XDEs. I'm not sure about the XNs because I think the XNs have a bit of a higher roof because of the CNG tanks.
They do.
Yeah. But this here is the huge talking point of the bus itself, is the long roof. But other than that, it may have different seats, I think.
You'll
And
probably have the same seats as the XDE40s.
yeah. And also the wide back doors, the one that pop out and slide. So this is good. This is really good that we're getting these XD40s. They're expected to be the order is expected to be finished sometime by July 2022, most likely. And as of recent, also, 78 52 through 54 has been confirmed to be built. Um, we'll we'll probably see those. I'd say maybe next month if possible. But that depends on how fast New Flyer can pump those out. But
Yeah.
yeah, me personally, I kind of like the long hood. It looks nice.
Yeah, it kind of looks like an XDE40 without decals.
Right? Yeah.
Personally, I'm very hyped for this order because I've been waiting for confirmation of it since like February or July of last year.
Mhm.
Of like if you look back on like some of my older updates, I did mention this order. Originally, it was believed to be 7851 to 7905, and everyone thought that it was going to MTA bus.
Mhm.
But we now know that the order is confirmed to be 7851 to 7989, and that is going to Brooklyn, which will basically make Brooklyn almost entirely Excelsior.
Yeah. Because fleet uniform. What the hell the damn word is called?
And they're supposed to be going to Fresh Pond, East New York, Flatbush, and Omer Park, which
Let's
is going to be very cool.
let's go. Wait, they're going to East New York. You said.
Yes.
Oh, cool. So I get to see those on the 56, 24, and the 25.
And depending on whether or not you're a next gen fan, the next gens will likely either be going to MTA bus or retirement once these buses come in.
Yeah. Even the Alex? Alex?
Is he here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. 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 Um yeah, it's gonna be nice seeing these on the 25, 24, and the 56. Um
Yeah,
but a lot of good things is happening to East New York as well. With the whole hybrid thing and the electrics.
yes. So they're getting everything. They're getting 25 new hybrids, 40 new diesels, and uh, like 10 to 15 new electrics.
Yeah. So, ooh. Good for East New York. Good for Flatbush and Fresh Pond. You said right?
Yes, and Omer Park.
Yeah, and Elmer Park. God damn, Elmer Park. What? Like, you know what? Never mind. We'll talk about that like after the recording or something. I don't want to get into that, but yeah. So 2021 XT40s look good, look great. Can't wait to see them on the streets of Brooklyn.
Oh wait, one more thing. I
Well,
wonder what signage they're gonna have in the front. If they're gonna stick with the what is it? If they're gonna stick with the Hanover or if they're gonna use Luminators.
mm. And the Hanovers have red, green, and blue things on them, right?
No, that's the AZs. That's the ones that Quill's batch had.
Oh,
That was a special order for Quill,
daisies.
which is basically it is very reminiscent of the flip dot era.
Oh. Oh, okay. Plot twist to actually get like twin vision. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, XD40s 2021. They can't wait to see them on the
Probably going
streets.
to Fresh Pond first.
Yeah, most likely. I think flesh. I think Fresh
Flesh
Pond.
Pond.
It's considering.
Flesh Pond Depot. Oh yeah, I can't wait to see them on the streets. And yeah, I think for Fresh Pond, I think Fresh Pond needs them. They'll probably
Yeah,
look cool on the B44 local.
I don't think that Flatbush has the 44.
Oh, they don't?
Yeah, Flatbush has it, not Fresh Pond.
Oh, not Fresh. Sorry. Yeah.
But they'll likely shift a lot of next gens out the depot.
That is true. But on to our next topic. Speaking of new flyers, and I do not have a picture of this to show. But moving on is the 2021 New Flyer XDE 40s. Now, if you don't know, we had XDE 40s, that being what 9500 to 9509. I think those were the Allisons that Grand Avenue had.
Yes, it
and
was
then-
a split
Yeah,
between Allison and Bay.
and then we had the 9510 and 9560 as well. And now we're getting I think now we're finally getting that order. It's starting to come in. Currently we have what 9563, 9564, 9565, 9566, and 9567 in New York currently at Mother Clara Hale Depot.
Yes, and by the time this video releases, we might have more.
Yes.
Because 9568 to 9570 are on the way.
Yes, that's going to be very exciting as well when these go into service.
I'm glad they decided to build the base first because Mother Claire Hill really needs to retire their old gens.
Yes. Yeah, that is also very true as well. And I think one of them were spotted actually. I think yesterday or a couple of days ago. It was spotted during training as well. I don't remember what the number was.
I think it was 9565.
Yeah. So they're already getting to work on training. Although training shouldn't really be that long. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Sorry. It should be. No, wait, no, it shouldn't. I'm getting mixed up today. I'm sorry. They shouldn't do that much of like yeah. They don't need long periods of training, I think. But we'll wait and see.
It depends.
Cause
I mean, like, I anticipate like 2 weeks of training, possibly.
right, cause don't Clara Hale also have the 15 SBS?
Yes, and that is Excelsior's.
Right. So the only thing that will be different is that for them, it's like it's the same thing as a XD60 except shorter and hybrid and newer technology.
Yes, basically.
Yeah.
But I mean, if Tuskegee took 4 weeks of training just to learn how to do an L, I wonder how much training Hale will need.
Yeah. I'm actually bad timing. I know. I actually just got a call. So Techno, if you want to just talk a bit more about the XD40s, I'll be
Okay, well,
I'll be back quickly.
all right. Fred, were you gonna say something?
No. I'm just waiting for the Gilligs, which they are on property now.
Yes. Yes, that is going to be fantastic. I will try to catch them at Jamaica.
Cool.
But more about these XDE 40s. During last year, it was very unclear where they were going, and I'm glad that they were able to sort all of that out. Mother Claire Hale is supposed to get 68 of them. All the old gens are going to retire, and it's likely that the 3800s are also going to retire, but they also have a chance of being sent to MTA bus as well.
Oh.
So they, like Kalel said earlier, they're gonna have sliding doors. They're going to have the Hanover signs, not the Lumen, and they're gonna have the, I forget what they're called. I think they're called 4-1 Gemini seats. If they're not, then American Insight seats. But basically, the same new seats that the LFS hybrids have. And the base order, which is 110 buses, will be finished by October 2021, with 84 more arriving by January 2022. That is the option order. And the XDE 40s were experiencing some door problems, but I'm sure everything is fixed now.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah,
Hey,
nice.
And yeah, they were experiencing some door issues. I remember that as well.
It's interesting though how Brooklyn is going to get the Allison badge. I mean, I'm a little sad that Casey Stengel is not getting these anymore, but
Depressed.
yes, I guess like fleet uniformity.
Yeah.
It was even rumored that Manhattanville was supposed to get the option order of XDE 40s. That was until they changed their. That was until they changed the assignments and decided that Manhattanville will become all LFS.
Yeah. Yeah. Am I? Oh, okay. I thought my internet crapped out there for a minute.
But the streets of Manhattan will look very, very different by the end.
Yeah. But I'm kind of excited for the XDEs.
Yeah, same here.
I do like how the bass sound, and the Allisons too.
Yeah,
But we'll probably be expecting to see these on the streets of Manhattan probably in like maybe 4 weeks time.
I would say like anywhere between 1 and 4 weeks.
Yeah. But they do look good. They definitely do sound good. Um and even though I do prefer the LFS HEVs over the XT40, but we're not going to talk about that during this video about my bias. So,
Your
biased
bias is
choice.
showing.
which is a great transition actually, because next up is the LFS HEVs, the 2021s. We're finally getting more after like a long period of like silence or just like slow progress.
Yeah, there was like a whole month where we didn't receive any new buses.
Yeah, but now finally we're getting a whole bunch more, which were spotted at the in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Right.
Yeah.
I believe, and I could be wrong about this. Actually, I forgot to do something real quick. Stand by.
Is Alex still here?
I do not know. Alex?
Say something. Anything.
I want to say something to trigger him, but we are doing a CNG podcast, so I won't do that. So yeah, 96. So these are the ones that are currently on the way, or they're all spotted in the JFK vendor.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. So it's 96, 78, 9700, 9711, 9713, 9717, 29, 23 through 24,
Oh wait,
39.
you said 9729. That's 9719.
Oh, 19, thank you. 9723 through 24, 9739, 9740, 9745, 9750, and 9752. All spotted in the New Jersey purgatory.
Yes.
So that's a lot. Not to quote a popular fictional YouTube character. But yes, that is a lot of LFS
Wow.
HEVs. And I think half of them are going to Kingsbridge. The other half is going to the Ville.
Actually, all of them are going to Manhattanville.
Wow. This is yeah. That's a lot.
Kingpin moments.
Yeah. But yeah, all of these going to I almost like Clara Hale for a minute. All of these are going to Manhattanville. And we speaking of Manhattanville, 9715, 9718, 9720, and 9721 are actually at Manhattanville as of recently, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And likely by the time this video releases, the units you listed before, some of them will probably be at Manhattan.
Yeah. Which it was kind of hard because while we were getting ready, there was like some new news as well that just dropped, and I was like,
Yes.
I can't handle all this news.
Now, why do you
So
guys
much.
think July Next Stop News is taking so long? But yeah, Kingsbridge also received a couple new units as well. They got 9657, 9658, and I'm really happy their hybrids are back in service because they were gone for a whole month.
Yeah. Which I think that Kingsbridge got like not the short end of the stick, but it was like that weird thing going on with their LFS HEVs that they had to put them out of service entirely.
Yeah.
But it's great that they're now back on track, and they can finally put those hybrid blueberries into service.
Yes. And kill off their next gens.
That too. That's also the important part too. Die next gens, die. Anyways, the
Oh yeah.
Hmm?
The old gens at Manhattanville are also toast.
Yes, with this much LFS HEVs on the way, yeah, they're definitely toast. That is for sure.
I haven't seen an old gen on the M11 in 2 days.
That could be a sign, but I doubt it.
Yeah, well, Manhattanville routes are basically going through cycles right now, where sometimes you'll have old gens, only old gens and next gens on a route, or only next gens route, or uh, only next gens and LFS hybrids on a route, or a combination of all three. So every route is currently going through a cycle.
Yeah. The Nova LFS HEV order. I believe it's scheduled to be finished sometime by September or October of 2021.
Yeah.
Although October kind of seems a bit more realistic, I think.
I think they could get them all by September because the original date was August.
Yeah. Who is backing up on my block? Like, come on, man! I'm trying to do a video. Come on. What the heck,
It's
man?
Melvin.
Yo, Melvin, take your raggedy ass. All right, you know, never mind. This. Anyways, back to this.
The option.
What was that? You're up.
The option order is slated to be finished by October.
Yeah, I think that's I I think that's a decent time, but with all of these LFSs currently at the purgatory in New Jersey, I think that they could d- definitely finish that sooner. Um, if Nova Bus just starts popping out LFS HEVs like it's nobody's business, and they start
Yes.
speed running them shits all the way to New Jersey, then probably.
Like that one video where this like it's an old video, but like basically a robot just starts shooting. I forgot. You know what? I'm gonna mess up the reference.
But it's still nice though that Nova is finally getting these out. Um, expect to see a lot more in the future as well.
Uh, then Gun Hill gets theirs.
Yes, Gun Hill, yeah, no, did last though. So, um, but
But they
also,
could build
hmm?
they could build their option units before Manhattan Village just to get them out the way.
Yeah, that is true.
They could start with 98, 91, the option order.
Which, speaking of which, we have the 9750s currently on the in New Jersey, and yeah, they're in New Jersey.
Yes.
With the 9750s here and on the way, that brings us closer and closer to 9768 Nova LFS HEV. And when that happens, we're gonna see it exclusive. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be pretty freaking cool. Nova LFS HEV 9768. So
Can't wait to film it outside my window.
But yeah, that's the LFS ETVs coming on the way. Expect more very shortly.
Yes. And Tuskegee is an interesting case because they're supposed to get 2020 Novas, but nobody knows where they are.
Hmm, that is true.
That being 9620 to 22.
Yeah. But onto our next topic, which is kind of brief shortly. Is that the electric pilots, I should say? The electric pilots with the lease for the XC40s and the Proterra Catalyst BE40s. The lease for those is expiring sometime in December. Um, Now, if you didn't know, or just if you just want to recap, I believe the XC40s numbered 11 to 15. What they came in 2017, if I'm correct,
Yes.
and same with the Proteras as well.
Yeah.
16 to 20. The XC40s came out of Quill, and the Proteras came out of I almost said Gun Hill. The Proteras came out of Grand Avenue Depot. So
And they were on Staten Island for a short amount of time.
yeah, they were, which I was like, I'm still like surprised, like that happened.
Same here.
But yeah, their lease will be expiring very shortly, so catch your pictures while you can. I definitely will. I still need to ride a frickin' Proterra in the first place. But this is good news. They're not retiring; they're just going back home because they've been in New York for so long, and they hate the smell of weed, sour kush, and
I thought that's
garbage.
mostly Hempstead.
This this it's it moves with the wind, so
I
the
thought it was
scent of
the
sour
wind,
kush, like it
the
travels through
wind
the
of
air, so like
the wind of Hempstead travels over New
yes,
York.
yes, so like the scent of sour kush, it moves west towards us, so like Brooklyn, Queens smells like sour kush and weed. But it's a good thing though, because they finally did the job that they can do, and now we can get these electric shmoneys. Which, speaking of which, I didn't have this down in my notes, but we're we're in the process of getting electric in the future. I believe, close to distant future. And I believe one of the depots that are getting electric buses is East New York Depot,
Yes.
which was sort of a surprise to me, but also it's like, yes, you know,
Yeah. East New York has some pretty long routes, so that's going to be very interesting.
that is going to be very interesting as well. And the charging stations too. I don't know what they're going to do with that. If they're going to put them on every route or just some routes.
Yeah.
Or they'll like only put electric buses on certain routes and then make those certain routes have charging stations and whatnot.
Possibly.
But back to the prototypes. Yeah, they'll be going home really shortly in December. I believe 11 was the first to be sent back. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some are saying it might return to Quill, but they sent it back because of like the accident and everything.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens with that one.
Yeah. You know, I mean, it doesn't make any sense for it to come back if it's gonna just be over by December. So I think 11 is. I think it's done. I think it's served its purpose.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I'm definitely interested for that 60 electric bus order for KB, Charleston, like you said, East New York, as well as Grant. And
yeah.
then supposedly MTA bus is supposed to be getting 25 electrics. Last time I heard,
Uh huh.
would they be for Eastchester maybe? Like that's the only place I could see them going.
Yeah. Possibly. I mean, maybe.
And last but not least, I also heard that there would be future orders of 375 electrics and 100 articulated electric buses.
Right.
And likely that'll take the Novas out of Quill and send them to the Bronx so they can retire the 2010 Novas.
But we'll probably have to wait and see when as we get closer to what the 2030s,
Yeah,
2040s.
Holy shit.
yeah,
We'll definitely have to see. I'm hoping that we get like a split between XEs and Proteras because Proteras are really good.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
also hoping we could get some Nova electrics.
Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Totally forgot about that too. Like the possibility of like the Nova LFSE being an option too.
Yes. Like I could definitely see Kingsbridge and Charleston going with that.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why the Proterra was on Staten Island. I don't know.
could be. That could be. But yeah. Moving on to our next topic. We can leave the MTA bus scene and kind of go into railroad territory. Even though there's really not much to talk about, but there's only one point I have here, and that is the M9s. We
Oh yes,
have
sir.
we have our well, not as recently, but we have been getting more and more 9100s, and they have been going through this like cycle of rotation, where some are going through testing and then they go into service. I don't. I believe I believe the first one I saw was 9099 and 9100. I forgot what train number it was or where it was going. I think it was Penn Station, but we're definitely getting more. Like I believe, like the 9120s and such, which is good. Um, expect to see those on the streets on the rails of Long Island, possibly next month. Expect more to come in as well in the near future as we get them shipped from the Kawasaki plant. What is it? I believe in Yonkers or just somewhere. Um, so yeah, M9s coming soon. More coming soon. Can't talk about the M3s much because they're in retirement. Well, yeah, they're in storage, but that's it for them. So moving on, moving on from that. And we can finally kind of start the closing phase of this podcast with the subway, the MTA subway. So we got a lot of things to talk about here. But when fight Alex, want to fucking fight, what, bro? You want to fucking shake, bro?
Sorry.
No, you want to fucking go, bro? You want to shake? Want to catch the fades, bro?
I'm
Cutting me
sorry.
off, bro? You wanna, bro? When you get
My
murked like Mercedes, bro? Like,
My-
what?
throat is really dry. I haven't coughed in a bit.
Bro, you want to want the hands, bro? Want the paws? Anyways, we can go on to New York City's MTA subway, which we have a lot of things to talk about here. First off, to talk about is R142 number 7171. Now, if you don't know about that, 7171 is an R142 that recently just got new exterior LED signs, the same one that is on the a special set of R188s. Although I don't think they scroll now. I think they just change the signs like any other sign would, which is a disappointment because I kind of did like how how the other one scrolled. But I don't remember the set of 5 car A B B A B B A. Yes. No, it was 5 cars. Yes, 5 cars. I forgot. I my brain shut down for a minute. I forgot the rest of the 5 car sets, but only 7171 has the LED signs. I believe it ran. Hmm?
Don't forget about 7021 on the 2 and 5.
Oh yes, 21 as well. Also has the LED signs too.
Yeah.
I believe they ran on what the 2, 4, and 5 trains as of recent.
Yes.
Yeah. Um. So if you want to catch those, definitely do that. I think that this is a pro gamer move from the MTA. I think they're starting to get rid of those mosaic signs that the 142s and 142As and the 188s has had as well.
I
Um
agree.
it's sad because the tile signs on the side is like probably like the best feature for me when it comes to a 142 or 142A. But I understand those signs are pretty old for its time, and they do tend to have a lot of problems.
Yeah.
And I do like the new signs as well. Um, pretty cool, pretty cool. Although it would be kind of cool if they kind of adapted a LED sign, kind of like that of like R211, where like
Yeah.
the bullet itself is in color.
That would be cool.
You know, and it
Oh
also.
yeah.
Hmm?
No, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that the 188 you were talking about was 7501 to 7510
Yeah,
with R188 7928.
yeah, that I remember. Um, that's what I was comparing it to as well. Yeah. Um,
Whoa,
but
whoa, 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 whoa! I just got some new news. I'm sorry.
well, what was happening?
Happened.
9773 is currently assigned to Manhattanville, also in New Jersey.
Ooh, nice. Oh,
Sorry
wait.
about that.
9773?
Yes.
97. Wait. Wait, did they skip the 60s?
Yes.
Okay. Um, I'm not gonna go into like a rampage on that, but yeah. So R142, 97, 71, and 97.
71, 71.
Yes. Sorry. Did I say? Okay. I'm confused now. My head is all
Uh,
scrambled.
I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. 71, 71, and 71. 10.
7021.
Yeah. 21. Those have the LED signs. If you want to check those out, you should definitely do that. It's only one car out of 5. But whatever. It's still pretty
I would
cool
have
though.
been happy. I would have been happy if they just did the whole set.
Right. But it's probably a pro gamer move because if the technology doesn't work out, then all you have to do is replace 2 signs on one car.
True.
But yeah, I like these new signs. Pretty cool looking. Now, onto the big load. You know, this this one right here is huge and is
Talk about the man, the myth, the myth.
the man, the myth, the urban legend. Finally, like this actually, like the news of it, the eh, the news of this just came out as of this recording, which was the 29th of June, and that is that the
Drum
R211,
roll.
huh? Oh yeah, right.
Drum roll.
Ow, my fingers hurt. The R211 pilot cars finally got here to New York City. Only 2 cars though.
Took you long enough.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, it's only 2 cars out of like the 5, 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why only?
Um, because they so they put 4064 and 4063 onto trucks and they shipped them to, I believe, where they put them? They shipped them to Brooklyn, or was it
Think so.
207th Street? But yeah, they shipped them, but they shipped 2 cars at a time on 2 other trucks. So we should be getting the rest, 2 cars each probably, between now and the end of July. Which by that time we'll probably have the full car set, which is what 4062 to no, sorry, 4060 to 4060. No, wait, wait, 60 to 162. Okay,
To
I'm
69.
yes, 69. Nice. Um so we should be getting the rest of the pilot cars sometime by the end of July. But it's great that we're finally now getting them, bro. I'm just so excited that we can
Same here.
that we're getting closer and closer to them testing, and closer to them being into revenue service. Which I think I want to guess that it's the A train, but
Yeah.
we can always wait and see. Um,
Yeah. It's likely gonna be the A.
yeah, because I think the A needs them the most.
I mean, if the A gets them, that means the C could also use them as well.
Oh, that is correct. That is very correct. And the R211C, I was just gonna say right now, I'm just gonna be passed up. I've fallen
This
and I
is
choose not to get
why.
up.
This is why the MTA should have ordered 10 car R179s, but they weren't thinking that far into the future.
Yeah,
Because then the A and C will be able to use the exact same fleet.
right. But
But
what's up?
what are you gonna say?
Oh no, I was gonna say that 4063 and 4063 and 4064 has is finally here now. Two out of the rest they came in trucks. L- l- They they came on trucks, like I said before. Of course, they were wrapped up. I believe to stop them from getting debris, dust, and other stuff like that, which is fine. So Kawasaki kind of gave them in a little package, except no peanut styrofoams or plastic or bow on top or anything like that. But we should be seeing more in the future, and this is great news though, because we're getting very close and close to its first day of service, which won't be in a month's time, but probably I say 2 months, and that depends on how good these perform during testing. The 179s. I mean, I don't really have to explain that, but
Huh.
if the 211s do better than the 179s in testing, then we should be seeing them 2 months tops.
I would
Uh,
say expect them to be in service like same time next year.
right, yeah.
But
Um,
I can't wait to see the R211s get smuggled into the city.
and graffiti too. Actually, what? That's gonna happen. It's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
Pain.
It's gonna
Pain.
happen, and we all know it. We all know it's gonna happen.
Darn.
They're gonna be
This is
vandalized to
why you
hell.
shouldn't give. This is why you shouldn't give the 211s to Jamaica.
They don't even deserve it. I mean, actually, no. They actually no. The R train, E train. Actually, no. I don't. I don't think so. I mean, R train, yes. E and F, I don't know. Probably not. But if
I mean, what were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
no, it's cool. I was gonna say that if Jamaica Yard gets them, I feel so bad for them because I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen to them. Like, have you seen the Cuomo sets of the R160s? Yeah, there you go. Have you seen how they treated those after 2 months?
Yes.
Oh no.
What will you have after 5 years? Broken R211.
Make it two.
But there's many things that could happen. What were you saying?
Make it two.
Yes.
Uh,
But we do have good potential news that if the R211s do overwhelm Jamaica, 9768 might be able to transfer out of the yard.
ah, that's a plus. Although
But then it goes to Coney Island.
if it goes to Coney Island Yard and shows up on the W, bro, I'm going to laugh so hard. But we'll
So
just
there's many things.
hmm
We have to wait and see, right?
yeah.
But there's many things that could potentially happen. Like we know for a fact that Picken and 207 are getting to replace the R46s there. But
Yeah.
the part between Jamaica and Coney is interesting because Jamaica could get them and send all the 160s to Coney, or Coney could get them and just replace the R46s while Jamaica keeps the R160s.
Yeah. Also, your mic is cutting out a bit.
Pain. What did you miss?
I didn't miss much, but it's like this. It sounds a bit like not choppy, but like a bit like sped up a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just say the Jamaica part again. Jamaica's could get R211s to send all the R160s to Coney Island,
Mm-hmm.
or get the R211s and replace the R46s while Jamaica keeps the R160s.
Yeah.
And I like how the numbering is inspired off of the R179s. Like they kept the same concept with 1000 to 3049. The way that they're numbered, that's the same way pilot R211 is numbered.
Right.
That it
Right.
starts with a 09. Which is something I wasn't expecting. I thought they were gonna go with like I honestly thought 4256 was gonna be the pilot because we've seen images of that before. But I think that's the R211T, which
Uh,
is gonna be the articulator one.
I think that
One
the
last
arch.
point I have is
Hmm?
what were you saying?
Oh
Sorry.
no! I'm sorry. I cut you off.
I was gonna say like my last point is that the R211s could be helpful for potentially getting ready for 8th Avenue CBTC.
Right. Right.
That's it. That's all
Um,
I have.
I was gonna actually before we move on to the thing that I've been dying to talk about, the last topic for the CNG podcast was that I was going to add on to what you said as well about the fleet numbers. I feel like the R211Ss, I think those are going to Staten Island. I think those might
Yeah,
just get the same 3-digit numbers as the R44s, but we're not really there yet with when it comes to Staten Island because they get theirs last.
that would be cool though.
Yeah, it would be cool. I
Go like 500 numbers,
Yeah.
like 501 to whatever, like 600. I don't know.
Although it's going to be interesting because Staten Island, they have front row signs on them. They don't, and they also don't have signs on the side when it comes to the R44s. So I'm guessing. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do that because I think with the R211s, I think that the sign on the side, I think it's entirely digital or it's just a circle that's LED, and that's how we can get the colored bullet on it. But if it's not a circle LED and the whole entire thing is LED, then that could probably work.
Yeah, they probably have to come up with a different design for the R211.
True. That is
It's
very
probably going to
true.
be cars. It might likely be 5 cars, and the signs might just display like the destination.
Yeah.
Like it might just Bill or St. George.
Yeah.
One more thing that I wonder if the R211S is be articulated or if it will be like the R211A.
That's a good question though. I hope it's open gateway for the R211Ss because I think the Staten Island Railway can fit that. I think so
Right.
because the only time they go like underground,
Turning into St. George.
yeah, it's when they go into like the St. George bus terminal thing. That's when they go like
Yeah.
underground.
Yeah.
But finally we get these myths. The prophecy was true. They actually exist. They aren't myths. They're not urban legends. They're finally here,
Exactly.
and we can't wait to see more of them.
And now I can't say. Now I can't say that anymore.
Yeah.
Can't call them unicorns. But all of the moments have been leading up to this very moment. Like the time I saw an R211 rendering in 2014, the time that we got like a mock at Hudson Yards in 2017, that time when they used the R143 for gangway testing, I believe in 2018, and uh, the building of the construction of the pilot units in 2019 and 2020. It's all led up to this very moment.
It's all coming together.
Yes.
But yeah,
And weren't we supposed to get like 1,612 of them in the future
yeah.
if all the options are exercised, of course? 'Cause the base order I think is like 550 cars,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
But yeah, this is definitely great news. Definitely some to get very hyped about. Even though we should be,
Yes.
when we get all the pilot cars, we should see them in their testing phase, which we can finally get to hear what that propulsion sounds like.
Nice.
I really hope it's like a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of like how when the M9s first came in, how they got their new propulsion. I mean,
Yep.
no, I lied actually. We thought that the M9 had like a new propulsion, but in reality, it was actually the same as an M8, but just louder. But still, it's still nice though.
Right.
So hopefully the 211s either have that R142A propulsion or something new.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait and see on that one. Which brings us to our last topic for the day, which this one here I'm actually really excited about. So, and that is the MTA is finally getting ready or going to do the Omni tap cards in the near future.
I hate it.
So, according to, I think there was like a PDF of like of like a June 2021 analysis for the MTA, and it featured a lot of things. And one of them was the Omni tap cards. So here's kind of like a timeline, I believe, for the future. So to start it off, retail stores will get the Omni cards first in September of this year. So retail stores, so like CVS, Rite Aid. I think those will get Omni tap cards. So in September, you gotta go to a retail store to get the Omni cards instead of going to a vending machine. There's no price on these yet. There's no image of what they look like, but we'll probably know as we get closer to September, which is funny because September is when I was born in September, so maybe I'll go get one. Um, so we don't know the pricing of these yet, but let's pray to God that these things are cheap. Not like cheap, but like close to the same price as a freaking Metro
A
card.
regular Metro card?
Yes, because if you go to a store, I think the price for a Metro card is $25.
Uh-huh.
If you go to a vending machine, which why would you go to a vending machine for a Metro card? But that's beside the point. No, I'm sorry. The railroad machines. Why would you go to a railroad machine to get a Metro card? But I digress. If you go to Metro card machine or a railroad machine, I think the price is $25 plus $1 extra, so it's $26. So let's hope that the Omni cards is about 25, 20, or the price will vary depending on how much you want on it, or yeah, yeah, how much you want on it. Let's also hope that the Omni cards as well do not have, so sorry, they do not have expiration dates like Metro cards do. As in, you buy one,
Yeah.
you use one for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
S-
That definitely would be a better investment.
Yeah.
that would definitely be a better investment as well. Hopefully they're small, can fit in your pocket, in your wallets, in your phone case if you even have one. I don't even know if you have a phone case that can fit Metro cards, but if you do, there you go. But yeah, they will be in retail stores first in September.
So
Next up,
you're telling me basically
yeah,
I could just walk in Rite Aid and get.
yes, you have to walk into Rite Aid to get one, and not go into the subway and get one. Which I mean, it's okay because I mean that's actually a better choice because if you live in an area where retail stores are surrounding you, that's good. You can go to a retail store and get a Omni card, instead of going to a railroad station or a subway station, which could be miles from you or a long walk from you to get an Omni card or whatever.
Good point.
We're
Because
speaking.
like bus stops don't
Hmm?
have like that technology.
Yeah, that is very true. That is
I
very
think
true.
that's a good point.
Um, let's actually speaking of which, Omni vending machines expected to start in December of 2021 up until February of 2023. I'm not sure if this is their own vending machine or if they'll be incorporated into the MetroCard ones or the railroad ones. But it's good because after September, then they'll start to appear. Excuse me, they'll start to appear in machines across New York, which also brings to my
Right.
next point. Um, the fact that what was that? Um, the the fact that Woodside, Penn Station, and Grand Central are also going to be test locations for the vending machines for Omni cards. So if you ever want to buy a Omni card at a machine during its early testing phases, you have to go to either Woodside, Penn Station, or Grand Central. Penn Station, okay. I mean, I haven't been there since that one Friday, but we don't talk about that. Um,
Ah,
and lastly, the Long Island Railroad will use Omni tickets in June of 2023, which means that we don't have to use our credit cards, our debit cards. We can use Omni cards, I believe, for railroad tickets.
oh, that's perfect.
Perfect. Beautiful. Because, like, you can't use Metro cards to get on the railroad, right?
No.
Now
Right.
you can use Omni cards to, I believe, pay for tickets starting June of 2023.
Yes.
That is freaking amazing. Um, Although the introduction of Omni cards doesn't necessarily mean the death of Metro cards just yet. Because if you haven't seen, or if you haven't been to a train station, let's say that because they're everywhere now. If you haven't been to a train station and you live under a rock because your name ends with star, um, then you will know that the turnstiles now have Omni card readers and the Metro card readers as well. And I don't think that Metro cards will be officially phased out until sometime in the 2030s, if not the 2040s. So, for my Metro card users out there and supporters, you do have a choice now. Either you get Omni cards or you stick with the traditional Metro cards, which
Nice.
which kind of reminds me of the early days, which history repeats itself. When back in the early days, I believe the 1990s or the 1990s, when the MTA first introduced the Metro card for the first time. I think it was 1994 or 1993. When the MTA first introduced the Metro card, I believe at first you had a choice. Either you could use the new plastic the plastic card or the um, small coins at the machines until eventually, I believe in early 2000s, they phased out the coin slots and made it only um, Metro cards. So,
Listen, my
hmm?
mom still has some of the coins saved up.
Oh wow,
She has them in a little photo album.
that is cool. I would like to buy one on eBay, but I know they probably go for like $1,000.
Didn't you give me one at one point?
No, I gave you a small bus token.
Which I
Uh
still have.
I think it's from the MSBA. But I actually have one myself. I think I gave you one and I bought myself one as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have a TA coin. But yeah, so history repeats itself. So now at this point now you have a choice to use the Omni card or the Metro cards. But eventually by 2030 or so, I predict you probably will only have to use one thing, and that's the Omni cards. Um, which is sad, we kind of grown up with the Metro cards. They weren't the perfect pieces of equipment. I'll tell you that for sure. The place wipe again hurts my soul. The the expiration dates and buying new ones and having 1,000 Metro cards in my possession because they kept expiring. you know, it's that's all gonna be a memory now. Now you only need one card and one card only, unless you lose it, it gets damaged, or it gets stolen. But Omni is definitely here to stay, and it's system wide currently. Hey Chris, system wide. Um, so Omni can be accessed everywhere. Um, well, I think everywhere. I don't think the PDF mentioned um Metro North, but I think that'll probably come later on. I don't think it. I think Staten Island as well was excluded, but if not, I could be wrong. Um, so Omni is system wide. It's in the buses. It's at the train stations. And in the future, it could be used to buy railroad tickets, which is perfect. So perfect. Um, the only thing I'm concerned about when it comes to Omni not being everywhere is Beeline, not Red Bus, Beeline, and Nice Bus. They are the only two that I believe they use Metro card readers, and they do not have Omni readers. But I'm guessing in the future they're definitely going to go Omni. It makes sense, because they both use the same kind of, well, not the same, but they still use the fare booths, which has the card readers for the Metro cards. So it'll only make sense if they do get the Omni readers, which also means that Nice Bus has to um modify their um vending machines at, I believe, Hampstead Transit Center only when that happens. But that's probably not going to be for another couple of years though. Although it it's definitely on the path though, because it makes sense when we go only Omni. You know, Nice Bus and Beeline can't be the cavemen when that happens. Although I expect New Jersey Transit to be cavemen, because I mean, have you seen their payment option thing? But that's beside the point. So Omni, finally getting them, and the installation was done like months ago. I believe years I think a year ago or months ago, the installation was finally complete, which means now we can finally move on to um, getting the actual cards themselves. So when we actually get the cards themselves, you no longer have to use a credit card or a debit card with a what's it called again? Does anyone know what the card is called that's wireless and you can like use it for like wireless payments? I don't know what
Mm,
it's called. It's like a chip and you just tap it onto certain places and you can pay stuff with it. Yeah, I'm not sure what it's called, but if your debit card or credit card has that, you no longer need to use that to get on to get on any kind of bus or train. Now all you need is just the Omni card, and you no longer need to go through play swipe again. You no longer need to f- fold or unfold your bent card. You no longer need to buy hundreds of thousands of more in your lifetime because they have expiration dates. All you need is just one card, and that's perfect. Um, Although one thing I'm kind of there's one thing I actually don't know about, and that's the fact that will Omni cards also have the same kind of transfer options and other stuff like that in the future. I'm guessing so that Omni cards will also come built in with the ability to have a transfer every 2 hours and can also give you half fare and reduced fare and all other stuff. Although, will there be variety of Omni cards? Like, you have the standard Omni cards, and then like there'll be like
Like
seven.
unlimited.
Yes, yeah, like those.
That would be cool.
That would be pretty cool, and I think that they should definitely do that. 'Cause no, it makes sense.
I do
Um,
have one comment though.
yeah.
Uh, I wonder if the global chip shortage might affect the rollout of the Omni cards.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I think it might though. I really think it might though. But let's hope that like let's hope that the MTA is smart with how they roll out Omni cards. Like say if there was like you said with the chip shortage, like let's say the MTA manufactures like 200 and then um well no that's actually pretty stupid. Yep, never mind. Um let's let's just hope that the chip shortage doesn't affect the Omni rollout. But if it does, then we might have to wait a bit longer, which means that stores may get them later than expected. Um, but yeah, thoughts or comments about the Omni cards, tap cards, and such. Anyone? I'm definitely hyped for it.
I am too.
You know, it's gonna be pretty cool. Hey Fred, no more illegal transactions. No more of that.
No more. That's pain. That is pain. Me, I'm not really a fan of the Omni thing because like I'm a Metro card fan, but I'll learn how to get used to it.
Could you repeat that? You kind of cut out there.
I was saying that I'm not really a fan of Omni, but
Uh, but
like
hmm?
we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
I was saying I'll see what happens with like the Omni card because right now like I'm a Metro card fan, but things can change in the future.
That is true. That is very true.
Because like I think the reason I didn't really like Omni is because Omni reminds me too much of like a credit card.
Right. That is true.
It's like Metro cars for me feel very like easy, whereas like Omni cars feel more like technical.
Right. Yeah.
But I'll definitely learn, and I wonder if in the future it'll just become like when it becomes like 100% Omni, if they'll redo the turnstiles.
Right. I really hope so because I really like those gate turnstiles that Path has. Those look amazing. Oh,
They really do. Like where you dip your Metro card in.
Yeah.
What happened?
Shit, that I totally forgot about Paths. They also take Metro cards as well.
Yeah.
And
Except for unlimited Metro cards.
damn,
I
you're
learned
right.
that the hard way yesterday.
So I'm guessing that Path will also get probably Omni card
Omni
readers or scanners, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of all we have for the CNG podcast. But before we kind of go in, before we end the podcast, any like last minute thoughts about anything that we talked about? Gilix, LFS, HEVs, XD40s, XD40s, R211s, anything.
LFS HEV gets a 1,000 out of 10 from me.
Your bias is showing.
Your bias is showing. I was just thinking that.
But yeah, I think that's it for the CNG podcast. Before I actually end the stream, just want to say just a couple of last things. First and foremost, thank you for Techno for the collaboration. Thank you as well for helping me out with the talking points and the news and the updates. Credit to the to all of the pictures that we posted that we shown. Credit to the original posters of the pictures that we shown in the CNG podcast as well. I'll probably have their names in the description below, or if not, links to those pictures that I got them from. But yeah, that's it for this CNG podcast. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you like, comment, and I dropped my ruler. Hope you like, comment, and share with your friends, and subscribe too. Be sure to also check out Techno's Next Stop News on his channel. The link will also be in the description to that as well. And we'll see you in the next video. And hope you stay safe. And we'll see you again shortly.
Also, thank you for having me on the CNG podcast. It was definitely fun.
No problem. No problem. You know, just you know, if I can borrow your bat, because I gotta exterminate some people. You know, yeah, we'll talk about that after the stream. But yeah, thank you, as well for helping me and all that sort of stuff. As
No problem.
As well as the pictures too that you also provided as well.
No problem.
But yeah, we'll see everybody in the next video, whenever that will be. Peace, guys.
Peace.